Today we are going to discuss about a very simple but very effective JavaScript problem, okay, that can be asked in a L1 round or any L2 round for testing profiles. Okay, so this question is going to be asked so that the interviewer actually wants to know your familiarities with the JavaScript language, the ES6 syntax, and you know some basic core concepts or not, like the higher order array functions like map, filter, and all these things. And you can think of the solution, how to convert between strings and numbers. Okay, and again also you know the basic like inbuilt static functions or not, that are inbuilt into JavaScript language. Okay, so let's come to the question here. Okay, so the question is, write a function which should accept a string which contains letters and numbers, a combination of those, and it should return an object with two key value pairs. The first key is the sum, that should contain the sum of all the odd numbers present in that string, and it should be a number type of number. And the other key value pair should be the string, and the string should contain the value that the concatenation of all those odd numbers present. Okay, and this should be of type string. Okay, so let me take an example here. So suppose this is a random string that containing R2, 5, A3, all combination of all those numbers and letters, and your output should be all the odd numbers present, right? Like 5, 3, 1, then 7, then 9, then 1. And if I add this, it will going to be give 26. So that is just first key value pair. Okay, and the second key value pair is string, and that should be the concatenation of all these odd numbers, and it should be the type of string, as you can see. So your actual output should be an object holding these two values. Okay, so normally this question can be asked for in a time bound environment, like in 10-minute, 15-minute kind of thing. So you have to like showcase that you know some very core JavaScript functions, okay, JavaScript concepts. So let's get started. So first thing is, we have to use the ES6 syntax. Instead of bar, you should use constant let. Let's declare the input first. Let's take this from here, okay, and paste it here. Okay, so that is our first string. Then I have to write a function. Okay, as instructed, you have to write a function. So you can declare a function in both type, like function and the key. So now here I'll use the the arrow functions format. Okay, so let's paste this as const. Let's name, give a variable interview. Okay, or you can give a number of odd filter. Okay, a relevant name is good. So then, as you know the array syntax, let's have a input parameter here, then the arrow function, and then the function. Okay, so here let's first console log this. Okay, so do not type mistake in while coding, so that will create a negative impact. And then we will call this odd filter, okay, and with the string. Okay, cool. So now this is just a skeleton. Let's run it, and we can see the output here. Okay, so now comment it out. Let's go for, what is the concept here? We have to go by letter. Okay, for every character inside this string, we have to parse each of the character. So there are two types to do it. You can do it for a for loop, but yes, that is like a old standard. Let's go for a map. So, and before that, I'm not sure from which background we are coming up, but yes, let's like initialize the output variable. Okay, let's use that let keyword here. And so as mentioned in the question, it should contain two key value pairs in the name of sum and string, and one is of type number and one is type of string. Okay, so I'm just doing that same thing. So I'm initializing sum as 0. Okay, this should be automatically typecast to number. Then I will have a string. Okay, and it should be the, let's initialize it with a empty string. Okay, so now our output object is defined. Okay, so did I missed anything? So maybe yes. Okay, so output is declared. Now let's go character by character for this string. So do not use for, let's go for map. So str, so as this is a string, let's convert it first to the array. So how we can do that? So here the interviewer want to know that you know the concept of splitting and all, join and all those concepts. So let's use that split by a empty character. Okay, and then let's map through it. Okay, so inside map, let's pass as a character, then the callback function. Okay, now we are inside, like we are parsing the all the characters. You can do that, like console check that actually log character. Okay, so you can write multiple console log to show the interview that you are actually like how you are decoding the problem. Okay, let's save this, and yeah, it is working correctly. Okay, but the thing is, now the every type is a character. Okay, if I write a type of character here, okay, so these are all string. Okay, but we don't need that. We need only the odd numbers. So what we can do, we have to only parse for the numbers first. Okay, so let me comment this, and let's write our first if, because we do not want anything with the characters. So I am not using the shorthand syntax for if else. I'm writing the actual if one. Okay, else we can go with that question mark and colon, but not required here. Okay, so first you should know that there is a like a static class, okay, called number. Okay, this is a predefined class in inside JavaScript. So, and there is a static method, okay, that is called is none. Okay, so I have a entire video on static keywords, static methods, static properties, how that is used, why, and if you've seen that video, then you could understand that why this is static and how we could not alter this. And just go to the I button and you can see that. Okay, so next, so this is checking that is not a number. Okay, so what it will give, it will actually output if it is a number type, then it is going to give a false. Okay, so if it is not a number, then it's going to throw true. Okay, so what we need a negation before that. Okay, because we want the opposite of it. Okay, then inside this, now everything is a string, we have to parse it. Okay, another concept, you have to typecast the type of the variable. In our case is character. So now it is typecasting into integer, then it is checking that it is number or not, then it is altering the result, so that we'll get a true for only the number type available. Okay, so this is our first condition. Okay, then the second condition is, once this is okay, then we want another thing, that this variable, this one, so we are parsing it because we need that value. This one should be the remainder of divisible by 2 the remainder should be not equal to 1. Okay, sorry, not equal to 0. Okay, or equal to 1, anything you can say, right? So this is the condition for a odd number, to check for the odd number. This condition for a number or a character, and this is for a number, odd number. Okay, now let's print this. Again, you can write a console log to check your logic is correct or not. You can do that for each condition also according to the time available for you. Okay, so here let's console log the characters. Okay, if these are the condition, let's see. Okay, as you can see, only the odd numbers are being in the console log. Now let's comment it out. Let's write the our desired output. So we have a output object. Inside it is the sum. Okay, so it should be incremented each time we enter into this if condition. And now still we did not like stored that integer version of that character. So again we have to write the %int and character. Okay, and then again output dot string, it should be the concatenation version of the original one. Okay, now we can console log the output, or you can return the output as desired. Okay, just if you are console logging here, then you have to return it, or else console log directly here. Okay, now if you run this, you should be getting the output. Sum equal to 26, string equal to this. If you store the variable before like convert and save it somewhere else, again you have to typecast into string. So this is the best way, that whenever you are adding it, add it right there after the typecasting. Now let's clean out our code. Let's remove all this. Okay, these are the small steps that actually impresses the interview. Okay, remove the white spaces, and yeah, now this is our actual program. And for a bonus, if you don't want to call the function again, just for sake of the interview, you can write a self-invoking function. Okay, how to do that? Let's do this, and here close it, then self-invoking function. This shows that you are also aware of the self-invoking function. That for the function calls itself. Let's save this. Did we do anything wrong here? Undefined, because it is not getting the string value from here. So what you can do, you can copy this part, okay, and write it inside here, and you can remove this string. Okay, if you want to showcase that you know that how a good knowledge on functions. So let's run this, and it should be giving the output. Hope this helps you in the next interview. There should be some version of this program is there, and some version of this problem, and like changing some variables here. But just remember all these concepts. It will help you in the next interview. Thank you. And I will like post this code into GitHub. So, and I'll share this link in the description. Okay.